Hey guys, it's Brandon from New 9 Golf. Today we're taking a look at the HackMotion 2. A lot of you might have seen my review on the HackMotion 1, and I found it to be one of the most advanced golf training aids I've ever tested. And if you're not familiar with HackMotion, it is a wearable golf training aid. This is going to track your wrist movement, give you real-time feedback to help improve your swing mechanics. Well, today we got our hands on the 2. We're going to go through what's new, what's improved, what's changed, and if I think it's good for your golf game. Let's take a look. There has been some changes to the HackMotion from the 1 to the 2. Looking at the 1, it's almost twice the thickness of the HackMotion 2. So when I'm wearing the HackMotion 2, all I feel is just the hand sensor. So there's still a sensor that goes on the back of your hand, a sensor that goes on the back of your wrist, but it feels like you're wearing a watch. I'm used to wearing a golf watch, so it doesn't feel super different, but if you've never worn anything like a watch in your golf round, it might feel a little different. What's new is they've upgraded the sensors, they've upgraded the app, and you get this nice little carrying case. In the HackMotion 1, you didn't get a box, but now you get this little carrying case that you can put in your golf bag so you can take it to the range, and it's ease of storage when you're traveling with it. The sensors that they've upgraded are 8 times more accurate than the HackMotion 1, and a feature that I really like is that it gives you a vibration feedback. So let me walk you through the app and show you how it works. So I've turned my HackMotion on, it's connected to the app, and I'm just gonna start practicing. I'll go guided practice, and I'm gonna start my practice session. So it's giving me an introduction into practicing with the HackMotion. So let's get insights and tips on how to improve consistency and distance. First, we gotta hit 10 shots. It's gonna find our key issues, and then it's going to suggest drills that we can do to improve whatever's going on in our golf swing. So let's start with those 10 hits. If you guys are looking for more detailed instructions or a walkthrough of using the HackMotion, you can reference my first video where I go in more in depth, but I just wanted to show you guys what's new, what's changed, and how I'm gonna use the HackMotion 2. First, I gotta calibrate this HackMotion. So I'm gonna start in this position. I'm gonna go up to 45 degrees. Now it's calibrated. So you can see on the app, my hand is making the exact same movements as what I'm doing right now. So it's so cool, the real time to see my hand action. So let's start practicing. Now we'll do a quick montage of my 10 hits to getting this data. Okay, that must be 10. So when I'm looking at my app, as I went through those 10 hits, it's giving me a yellow indicator, a green indicator, or a red indicator based on my swings. Since we're kind of new to the app, we're not 100% sure what that means, but I'll tell you that green is good, red is bad, yellow is moderate. Now that I have my 10 hits, it'll give me diagnostics. So it's saying at the top of my swing, I'm too extended, is kind of the root or the cause of some poor swings. It's showing me the effect on my swing. So it will be harder to get in the correct impact position, and you might struggle with an over-the-top swing causing an out-to-in path. That is very true to my golf swing. My big miss would be kind of like a fade or a big slice. A lot of that is coming across the ball. So already it's recognizing that. Now that it knows my issue, I can go into a training program. So I'll go right to the top training program. It's gonna give me 3 different levels. So it starts with static backswing. Let's go in there. So to start this drill, I don't even need a ball. I start at address, I go to the top, and the app is going to give me a green light indicator that I was in a good position. Let's take it to the top and let's see if I do that big cup. So it doesn't like that. It's showing me that I'm too extended and that's what's poor in my golf swing. Let's do the complete opposite. Let's go to the top and let's really bow our wrist. See, now we're too flexed. So we want to find the happy medium between that super cupped and that super bowed wrist. So we go to the top. I have a flatter wrist. You can hear the app give me a oh, and you hold that until you're in the right spot. This is so good for any beginner that you're like, what's going on in my golf swing? You can't go on until the next phase until you complete what it wants you to do. So it wants us to do this 10 times. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you with 10 stops and starts, but this is really training us to get that muscle memory improved so we can hit the golf ball better. Let's go to the next one. What I like about the app is it will not unlock the next level until you complete the first one. So I have to go through 10 of my address and takeaways before I can even go on to the backswing and then the full swing. I see so many guys on the driving range that will hit buckets and buckets and buckets of balls, and they might not see improvements. So when you have a golf coach with you, you can take a swing and he'll give you feedback on that exact shot. Then you can make your adjustments and try to hit the ball a little bit better. I find with the HackMotion, it gives you the feedback that you're looking for. If you just hit 1,000 golf balls, no one is there to tell you what's right or what's wrong in your golf swing. When you're hitting shots with the HackMotion, you get real-time feedback, and I really like that. So it's kind of like having a golf coach near you to give you things to improve on instead of just hitting thousands of balls and kind of just hoping you get better. If you do want to pick up the HackMotion, they start at $295. That's for the core model. It goes up to $495, and then I think $995 for the pro version. You really don't need the pro version unless you have a teaching academy and you're a golf instructor. So I think anyone would be good for $295 with the core model. And if you have the HackMotion 1, they have an upgrade program. So they'll give you a $100 credit if you send back your old HackMotion 1. And I really like that they've made all these upgrades and they've kept the pricing the same. So if you're looking to get a new one and start with the HackMotion 2, or you have the HackMotion 1, there's really an option for all you guys. Looking at the app, it's definitely been a big improvement from the first one. I find it much more user-friendly. So when I'm looking at the home screen, it says start practicing, browse drills, you can view your past data, and then you can look at tour data, and that's really cool. So you can compare your golf swing, your wrist angle numbers to someone like Tommy Fleetwood or someone on tour. So it's really cool to get a comparison to your golf swing and then some of the best in the world. I really like the browse drills. So let's say you're having some troubles at the top of your golf swing. You can go to the drills and you can just go straight to a static top drill. So I find it really easy. There's not too many drills to overwhelm you. There's only, I think, like 7 that I'm looking for at these drills for the top, and then they have impact drills. So wherever you find that you're struggling, there's a drill for you. And I find it really user-friendly inside the app. Let me make one thing clear. If you're going to buy the HackMotion and put it in the top dresser in your bedroom and never use it, you're not gonna get any better. But if you're gonna go to the range, hit a ton of balls, and actually use the HackMotion, use the feedback that they give you, this will definitely improve your golf game. One thing that you kind of have to take with a grain of salt is that the HackMotion in the app, it's not a launch monitor. It can't see where your ball is going. When you're going through the practice, it will ask, how is your ball flight? I found in my practice that I had some shots that were actually really bad shots. They were either thin or chunky, but my wrist angles were where the HackMotion wanted it. On the same time, I hit some absolutely pure shots, but the HackMotion didn't like my wrist angles. So you kind of have to find a combination of hitting the ball well, good ball flight, and matching it with the wrist angles that it wants in the app. That's my least favorite sound in this app. It goes dun dun. I find that this is kind of a game. So I love if you go to the driving range, you pull out one of these drills, it wants you to get multiple good shots in a row. It's kind of like a video game that you want to get all green, you want to avoid the red. So when I'm practicing and I hear that, it annoys me. So it's constantly making me want to do better, which makes me want to keep using this HackMotion. One more thing that's new in the app that I really like is the help function. This will help you understand why all this wrist stuff is important. I find when you're practicing, you might feel a little left hung out to dry. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So if you go into the help function, you can go understanding mechanics. This is gonna tell you what flexion and extension is. It's gonna show you your radial and your ulnar deviation. So if you're pretty analytical, it gives you a ton of really good information about your golf swing. And then maybe it gives you some more things to think about when you're practicing. So many times I find that I'm hitting balls and I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just like mindlessly hitting balls. When I'm using the HackMotion and it's saying, okay, there's too much flexion in your wrist, now I'm thinking of something very specific in the top of my backswing. So that's how I find that the HackMotion actually helps you think about good things for your golf swing. When I was testing the HackMotion 2 on the range, I was hitting with it for well over an hour. And it helped me with a lot of parts of my game. I was struggling with my chipping, and they have just this really small drill where you take it halfway back and halfway through. And it's something that I haven't practiced in a long time. When I got to the golf course, I finally had that muscle memory because I did it so often. So many reps I did that my chipping yesterday was some of the best chipping that I had. And I even referenced that on the course. I hit a couple good shots and I said to my playing partners, I was like, honestly, I was using that HackMotion before the round and that helped me hit a good shot. So I was able to see results within a couple hours of me using it. So I really like that HackMotion made a bunch of improvements to the sensor. You're getting a lot more data than you did in the first one. I love that it included the carry case. I hated having to throw that HackMotion 1 in my bag loosely and just hoping that it didn't break. Now you have a really nice carrying case. I love that they kept the price the same too. So if you've been considering getting the HackMotion, you are getting all the upgrades at the exact same price. And if you practice, you are gonna see results. If you don't practice, well, you're gonna still suck at golf. But if you do practice, I can almost guarantee you're gonna see results. I saw it in my first round, and I think you guys will too if you pick up a HackMotion. If you guys are interested, I'll put a link in the description of this bio. Thanks again for watching this video. Check in with you guys next time.